Welcome to the big fat quiz of everything. We ask some of the best and brainiest comedians to take a day off and let the others have a go for once. This show is like a pub quiz. You can play along at home. All you need is a pen, paper, and the weird bloke from the IT crowd. Let's meet the teams. Friendly, warm, and funny. And Richard Ayoade's on the team. It's Roisin Conaty and Richard Ayoade. This next team looks like two forgotten love children of Boris Johnson. It's Joanne McNally and Rob Beckett. She's an exciting mover and a shaker in British comedy, and I'm not allowed to say that about her. It's Mawaan, Rizwan and Rosie Jones. Right. OK, well, let's do team names first. We always go with team names. Roisin, Richard, have you got a team name? What are you thinking?
I think we should be called You Get What You Pay For.
Or R&R.
R&R. Or C&A. It should be C&A.
C&A.
What is C&A standing for? I've got an idea, but I don't want to say it.
Conaty and Ayoade.
Yeah.
Perfect. Rob, Joanne, have you got a name for your team?
Well, yeah, we've got a team name. We're taking this quite serious, actually. It's the Serious Television Intelligence Squad.
Abbreviated to STIs.
We're the STIs.
The STIs?
Yeah.
OK.
We're hoping to win and be funny, and, you know, that's the plan, isn't it?
And we specialise in the clap.
Clap, getting the STIs to clap. Nice, it all works. Works perfectly. Rosie, Mawaan, what's your team name?
We are called PC Gone Mad.
PC Gone Mad.
Nice.
PC Gone Mad. I imagine if Nigel Farage has just switched on now, he'll go, yes.
Yeah. We are like the perfect Arts Council application. And I know how it goes, because you got Rob Beckett and then you thought, shit, we need to balance this out. And we are happy to be here.
Basically, between us, we will take every box.
Fantastic. PC Gone Mad, everyone. Brilliant. I rather like it. Can I ask you, Mawaan, about the nails? The nails are extraordinary. What's going on with this?
I've got them done special. Look, I've got one of you. Do you want to see?
Yeah, go on.
I ordered these nail pens off the internet. I did it myself. I'm sorry, if that's not talent...
To be fair, the amount of work he gets done, it will change by the end of the evening.
All right, let's get on with the quiz. Our first round is all about people, so this question could be about any of the 7.9 billion human beings on Earth. So that's everyone except Mark Zuckerberg, Donald Trump and Noel Edmonds, who sadly all failed to qualify. Arnold Schwarzenegger started his career as a bodybuilder before going on to sort of acting. Bodybuilder, actor, governor. Is there anything Arnold Schwarzenegger can't do? Yeah, act or govern. I like Kim Kardashian, but... and it's a big but. Playboy was founded by Hugh Hefner in 1953. In the end, Hugh Hefner was so old, having sex with him must have been like doing a Bush Tucker trial. I'm not saying Hugh Hefner took a lot of Viagra, but he remains the only human in history to have become less stiff when he died. OK, right, so questions about people. First up, take a look at this clip. What is this man apologising for?
I'm sure the group will continue to be successful, and I wish them all the best. I have no immediate plans. I wish to apologise to all the fans and to thank them and everyone who's been there. P.S. I'll be back.
OK, who is that? What's he doing? He was speaking on behalf of someone. That's basically the answer. OK, next question. What do Mark Zuckerberg, Wallace Simpson and Adolf Hitler all have in common?
Evelyn.
Come on then, Rosie, tell me.
Who's she? Who's the lady in the middle?
What, Wallace Simpson? She was a divorced American lady and she caused the king to abdicate because he wanted to be with her. Do you remember?
So she's like vintage Meghan, old school Meghan.
Yeah, she's American.
That's a great way to describe Wallace Simpson. She's the original Meghan Markle.
OK.
Our next question comes from the one and only Katie Piper.
Hello, lovely Jimmy. Now, across my career, I've had the pleasure of working with some absolutely incredible names. But speaking of incredible names, can your teams tell me who Sir Binky Poodleclip, Sir Horace Pussy and Judas Fart are?
OK, so Katie wants to know who Sir Blinky Poodleclip, Sir Horace Pussy and Judas Fart are. They're all pseudonyms for a very famous diva who also uses a fake name in real life.
We think we've got it.
You think you've got it?
Yeah.
We know we've got it.
We don't.
Someone's just said to me, we can't use Rosie and Mawaan's answer. I don't know what you've written.
Rosie.
Write down something. OK. Have a look at these 5 stunningly accurate statues of famous people. Who are they all supposed to be? You've just got to tell me who they are.
The first one's Alan Sugar.
It does look like Alan Sugar, doesn't it?
You got something for each of those. OK, this is a tradition on the Big Fat Quiz of Everything. I'm going to show you some Say What You See puzzles, 3 of them. They each spell out headlines about a very famous person. Can you work out what they are? Just say what you see. Here's the first one.
Oh, right.
Oh! Oh, yeah!
I think Rosie's just come.
Why? Yeah, now.
OK, next one.
What are you thinking, Rich?
I'm thinking I should have paced myself. That's what I'm thinking.
Rob, have you got something for this?
Yeah,
We've got this one.
And then the last one, the third one. Say what you see. Here we go.
Oh, yes.
Love a beef. I'll never be that happy.
How do you think we feel?
I don't know how people feel.
Imagine if
You do know how they feel. They feel frightened. They feel frightened.
Jimmy,
Yes, Rosie.
I reckon you should move in with me. Because I can teach you to love. Channel 5 for documentaries will
OK, all right. Are you ready for answers? OK, the first one. I showed you a clip of a man apologising. I wanted to know who was that man. Richard and Roisin, I know you got this. Who do you think it was?
Either Chaz or Dave. I just always like to talk about them. Robbie Williams. It has to be Robbie Williams because of the I'll Be Back. Either that or Arnold Schwarzenegger. But he wasn't in a boy band.
OK, it's not exactly the right answer. Joanne, Rob?
Is it his fringe talking to the rest of his hair?
That's a good answer. It's not exactly right. Rosie and Mawaan, what do you think?
like the same kind of vibe, but we thought it was Jerry leaving the Spice Ladies.
Spice Ladies is what my dad calls the Spice Girls.
I can tell you're absolutely right. That's the right answer.
I once had a dream that I was late for a gig, and then during the dream, I worked out that I wasn't late for a stand-up gig. I was late because I was a Spice Girl in my dream.
Which one were you?
Wait for this. All the original ones were there, and I thought, God, I forgot. Have I forgotten I was a Spice Girl? I'm so late for this gig. And then I got there, and I was like, what am I again? And you know what I was? And I thought, this was very good for dream brain. I was Choco Spice. Swear to God, in my dream, this is the face I did for the photos. Choco Spice.
Oh, I love it.
Amazing.
OK, I asked you, what do Mark Zuckerberg, Wallace Simpson and Adolf Hitler all have in common? What did you put?
I said they all use the same photographer for passport photos.
OK, that is not the right answer.
I think they've all got little feet. Really small.
Really.
I'm not talking hooves small.
Like, do you think they've all got hooves?
I think that level of small foot that
Yeah.
you think we're in a bit of trouble here.
That is not the right answer. And to the best of my knowledge, they do not all have tiny feet.
Well,
No.
Rob, Joanne, what did you...
I know this about one of them. But they've all got one individual testicle. Because Hitler only had one ball, as the famous song goes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So he took a hunch on the other two.
Incorrect,
like that.
but very good answer. Rosie, Mawaan, what did you think?
Nazis.
That is wrong.
Oh, no,
Wait a second. Hitler was a Nazi.
Yeah, broad
He was a
brush
postman
strokes.
from the look of it. Put your bag down, mate. You're having your passport photo taken.
Listen, I'm not a fan of Hitler.
Hey.
Whoa.
What are we here for? What, like throwing shade on frickin' mates? Let's build people
That
up.
is too nice. You shouldn't have. I just think
Well,
you
you
should.
said he looks fit.
Not fit. That's way jumping the gun. I'm not saying Hitler looks, but it's just too posed a photo that you should have used an ugly photo. I think if you do what Hitler does, you never get to use nice photos.
What can you say? The guy just looks good.
But I'd say if you got rid of his tash and give him a fade, he'd be on Love Island.
Nazis, I can tell you, well, no one's got this. The answer is, I'm sure people at home will have got this. Mark Zuckerberg, Wallace Simpson, and Adolf Hitler have all been made a Time Person of the Year.
Whoa.
Time Magazine Person of the Year. There's Hitler reclining.
In his defence, what year?
Well, I think it was, yeah. If it was 1946, I'd be fucking surprised. OK, Katie Piper asked you who Sabinky Poodle Clips, a Horace Pussy, and Judas Fart are. What did you all put?
Richard.
Sir Trevor McDonald.
And you've gone for Joanne and Rob?
Well, we thought, like, kind of cute camp names, so we went Cliff Richard.
Yeah. He travels a lot, doesn't he? He gets about.
Well, it's the same sort of era.
Is that half a point?
No.
Same sort of it? No, OK.
Rosie, Mawaan?
We put fuck you, Channel 4, for deleting our first answer. It was a good answer.
You are all wrong. It's Sir Elton John.
We were really close.
That looks like my auntie.
OK, so I showed you 5 stunning statues of famous people. I just wanted you to name them. There's a point for each.
Yeah.
Did you get this? So the first one, who do you think that was, Richard?
Alan Sugar, I said that.
You thought Alan Sugar?
Yeah.
It does look like him. Joanna?
I actually thought it was Phil Lynott, but Rob said it's Mo Salah.
That is the right answer. Did you get this?
Oh.
No, we had Leo say it.
Leo Sayer.
Not a bad guess.
The
Leo
statue
Sayer,
of
very
Leo
good.
Sayer. It comes to something when it could be Leo Sayer or Alan Sugar. You know you're shit at statues when it could be either of them. And it turns out it's Mo
Very
Salah.
good.
OK, so it's Mo Salah. Second one. Go on, what did you get, Rob?
We got William Wallace.
Your William Wallace is the right answer. It's Braveheart. What did you put, Richard?
I put
Roisin?
Braveheart.
Braveheart. Mawaan, Rosie?
We put Sean Bean in Game of Thrones.
You put Sean Bean. You thought it was Sean Bean.
Pre-beheading.
Pre-beheading in Game of Thrones.
It actually really does look like Sean Bean.
Yeah.
All screaming faces look like Sean Bean.
OK, next one. You all got this, didn't you?
Looks like me waiting for Deliveroo. Richard got it, actually.
Well, Hitchcock. Is it?
It is Hitchcock, yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Joanne and Rob, you got...
You didn't write it down, but I think it might be offensive.
Why, who do you think it was?
The North Korean geezer.
Kim Jong-un.
OK, did you get this? Who do you think that was?
No, the Dalai Lama.
All right, the next one, I'd be surprised if you got this. Did you get this?
Oh, yeah, I'm taking the hit for this. I didn't understand the context,
Right.
so I wrote Lindsay Lohan because she has a
It's a statue of
like,
Lindsay-
bitchy wave. It's where she was dancing in Greece. Do you remember?
Was Lindsay Lohan in Greece?
Yeah.
How old is she?
She runs a beach club there.
Yeah, she
the
owns a
country.
nightclub.
Well, who do you think, Roisin?
Jackie Kennedy.
Oh! Oh,
I-
you're weirdly close.
What do you mean? But
John F. Kennedy.
Well, it is a first lady, but it's not.
Ivanka Trump.
Ivanka Trump was not a first lady. Who was?
Melania.
Melania Trump.
Melania Trump. That's Melania Trump.
Oh, we
Did you
put
get
Lindsay
it?
Lohan.
Yeah.
Did you get it? They got Melania. That's you. Melania Trump, that's in Slovenia, which is where she was originally trafficked from. This last one, Rosie and Mawaan, what did you write for this?
Colin for Passion Mark Darcy.
That is the right answer. That was in Hyde Park.
Have we got it?
You're killing this. Did you get that, Rob?
Mr. Darcy.
Mr. Darcy,
Yeah.
I'll give you that. Yeah, what did you get, Roisin?
We got it as
Yeah.
well.
Yeah.
It's uncanny. It's so like him.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
good. Where is this?
That's in Hyde Park in London.
Hyde Park.
Hyde Park.
I've never been, can never find it.
Rob Beckett, everyone. Rob Beckett. You go now. OK.
That's nice.
First one, say we see. Did you get this? Roisin, talk us through it.
It's Eric Cantona.
Eric Cantona. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then this is a bit where it gets a bit spicy.
And what's he say?
Punch kick.
Punch kick stands, the stands. He kicks someone in the stands, punch kick.
Rob, did you get this?
Well, we got Eric Cantona, and I know he kicked a fan.
Yeah.
But I couldn't work out what that was. It's punch kick.
Okay, what did you put?
Yeah, I can't believe you guys didn't get it. It was Eric Cantona, fighty, kick.
Fighty, kick is dangerously close. It was Eric Cantona's Kung Fu kick.
Oh,
That was the headline, was the Kung Fu
How can you
kick.
tell that's Kung Fu?
What do you mean, how can you tell it's Kung Fu? It's a picture of people doing Kung Fu, Rob. OK, so you didn't get it right. No points for that. OK, next one. And this was easy. Richard, Roisin.
I just wrote I'm tired down.
I didn't understand. I didn't recognise Steve Carell and a phone.
OK, Joanne McNally.
Steve Jobs launches iPhone.
Oh,
Correct answer.
Very good.
In the corner there.
Yeah.
The last one, I imagine. Roisin, you got this?
We did actually, yes,
What is
we
it?
did.
Beatles play rooftop gig. Beatles play rooftop gig.
That is the right answer. Beatles play rooftop gig. Did you get this?
Yeah, if gig and show are the same thing.
He struggled with the gig.
Gig and show.
It's a
He
show.
said show.
Looks like a show to me.
Not same thing, because you don't say, here's my USB show.
Did you get this? What?
Yeah, there, look.
Oh, yeah, no, OK. Rooftop gig. All right, no, OK, you got it, you didn't get it, OK. So at the end of that first round, let's take a look at the scores. So Richard and Roisin have 4 points so far. Joanne and Rob have 4 points so far. In the lead, Rosie and Mawaan with 5 points. Yeah. Time for a short break. See you in 5. Welcome back to the big fat quiz of everything. Our next round is all about science and technology. Some people say we'd be better off without modern technology. I think those people are either crazy or they got in trouble for something on their hard drive. Ask Jeeves was launched in 1996. For kids watching who don't know what happened to Ask Jeeves, just Google it. And that is also what happened. The Walkman was invented in 1979. It was revolutionary. Before the Walkman, the only way to listen to music on the move was to join a marching band. The first home computer was invented in 1974. The home computer completely revolutionised the way men work from home with the curtains closed. OK, ready for some more questions? These are all about science and technology. OK.
Oh, love it.
All right, first up, over to acting royalty, Daniel Mays.
Hi, Jimmy. Now, as an actor, my eyes are my most valuable asset. They can make or break a performance. But the human eye can only be one of 6 different colours. Can your teams name all 6?
OK, so Fat Me wants to know...
Jimmy!
It's fucking great, Daniel Mays.
Is it 6?
6.
Right.
6,
Go.
yeah. The human eye can be 6 colours, right? Should be easy.
Is white one of them? The bit round the edge.
The bit around the edge, yeah. That does not
Like the
count,
white,
no.
the egg, white, the eye, that bit.
The egg white of the eye.
Because the middle bit's the yolk, isn't it? And then we count in the white, or is it 7?
They can be white.
No, the white
The
would be
white's
7.
already, that's a given, the white.
That's a
the
given.
Eye.
The white is a given. All right, next up. What attraction grows 6 inches in the summer and contracts 6 inches in the winter?
Come on, mate. Do you want me to draw it or write it?
What is it? What contraption?
What contraption? No. What attraction?
Is this a Christmas cracker joke?
No, this is a true, interesting fact.
So this could be any attraction globally.
Any attraction globally. It's
And
one
we
of the big
should
ones.
retrieve this from the Rolodex of things that we know contract or expand 6 inches. Globally. Bit Jimmy.
All right, next one. Here's a BBC News report from 1959. What are these people suggesting remedies for?
Rinse your inside out with continually with boiled water, about 4 or 5 half-pint glasses a day.
My mother recommends an old sweaty sock with salt round your throat, good pullover, and a good hot water bottle.
Get a small Spanish onion, chop it up finely, and put some brown sugar over it and a little vinegar.
Well, I'm a great believer in whiskey.
There is a good cure in mustard and lard.
A jolly good hot rum punch and a jolly good sweat and stuff in bed till it's all over.
I take a nice big tumbler full of hot lemonade, put in about 3 teaspoonfuls of rum, 2 aspirins, get into bed, cover myself up well, tie the stocking that I've been wearing on my feet, one of them around my throat with a safety pin, I just think that you haven't got it.
Just think you haven't got
I mean, one of those was definitely a recipe for an asphyxie wank, but... they were all the cures for something. What was it the cure for?
Rosie, man, you're naughty.
I'll write it.
You got us.
OK, take a look at this photo of Robert Cornelius, your friend of mine, from 1839.
Ooh.
Can you tell me what's special about it?
Fit as fuck, mate.
You'd have a bounce on that, wouldn't you?
He is very good looking.
Like, on the scale of Bradley Cooper to Hitler...
I am not into Hitler. But this guy is...
Those are the 2 points on the same graph.
That hair always looks good, doesn't it, on sort of handsome men? But when I grew my hair, I sort of just looked a bit homeless.
Yeah, yours suits you. All right, finally for this round, a video posted on YouTube in 2006 showing the scientific process of the nucleation of carbon dioxide racked up 18 million views. The experiment was repeated many, many times. Can you tell me what it's better known as?
I never went to university, man. This is too much.
I don't think you need to go to university for this show.
You said, like, 4 syllables in one.
Nucleation of carbon dioxide, what's it better known as? It's an experiment. It's the most famous experiment of the last 20 years.
I think it's an experiment that I know, but I'm not going to tell you.
On YouTube?
Oh, yeah.
How many experiments do you know?
To be honest, I use the internet for experiments, and then eventually you sexually find out what you like. And mine's just mystery, so it was a waste of time. I watched it all, hated it, just went back to normal. That's my sexual journey. Anyone else, Richard?
I think I've just been on a sexual journey.
I've got a friend that genuinely watches gay porn once a year just to check.
Really?
I've got a mate that watches gay porn once a year and goes, nope, still not into it.
Not for me.
Wait,
A friend, indeed.
Yes.
All right, a friend.
I will say, though, like, I do need a penis involved in it.
I got sent a load of penises the other day, photos. Get this, as a woman on the TV. A man sent me an email, but it started off it's like, hello, how's your lockdown been? So it's all like this, very normal, you know, kind of very small talk. Been a nightmare in it. Oh, anyway, I sent you some photos. Hope you don't mind, blah, blah. So I thought, well, must be of his kids or dogs or something. And it's just a lot of photos of this man with a very flaccid penis, but I'd say 30 to 40 of him posing in different poses. And it was flaccid the whole time.
And that's your complaint?
I just don't think you should pose. It was just a lot.
It's flaccid. Does he like stand it up against
Oh,
something?
he does. He leans. So he's doing the worst yoga poses. Some of them he's just got his shirt on.
Oh.
So he's naked but top half dress.
I had my socks on for a few of them.
A flaccid penis is so sad. It always looks like it's been told off, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Like a dog that doesn't want to go for a walk.
Can we stop talking about penises?
I know you don't like them, but the rest of us...
I'm happy to talk about vaginas.
Oh, yeah. What's your favourite?
My wife's.
Yeah, me too.
It is a good one, though, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. OK. All right, let's have some answers. OK, first up, Daniel Mays asked you to list the 6 colours that eyes can be. Mawaan and Rosie, you got more than 6. What did you get?
Yeah.
Brown, blue, green, hazel, red, grey, and just for good measure, pink, because when you get shit in it.
Pink eye.
Yeah, you do sometimes get pink eye, yeah. What did you go with, Joanne, Rob?
Well, the classics, obviously, brown, blue, grey, green, but then it kind of fell off a cliff. Yellow. I was thinking if you've got jaundice.
Yeah, you can get yellow eyes when you get jaundice, yeah.
Exactly, so I said yellow and I said dead.
No, but I changed it to red and then you wrote pink.
Oh, yeah.
So pink, red.
OK, and what did you go for, Richard? Roisin?
Brown, blue, grey, green, and then white. You can have a white eye.
Yes, if you're a zombie from a film in the 70s.
That's right. Or a recent film. and also red.
OK.
In photos, for example.
Oh, yeah.
In photos, you get red eyes, yeah. OK, so blue, brown, grey, green, everyone got that. Amber and hazel.
Amber. It's not
Amber.
That's yellow.
I've got amber.
That's yellow.
I've got amber eyes. Get close up of those fucking beauties. I asked you what grows 6 inches in the summer so you could write some dick jokes. What did you get?
The pyramids, Eiffel Tower, KFC.
Wow. OK, Joanne?
Rob's smarter than me. I was thinking it was like, sure, in the summer they put a restaurant on top of something, so I thought it was
That
them.
smells like 6 inches. What for, the borrowers?
But anyway, we talked it through and we went with the Eiffel Tower.
OK, Rosie, Mawaan, you got...
Eiffel Tower.
Yeah, the clue was, it's behind you. It was the Eiffel Tower. It grows by 6 inches in the summer. Everyone got that, yeah, well done. So the third question in this round shows you an old BBC News report asking you what ailment these people were suggesting cures for. What did you all put?
Well, loneliness.
Yeah. Wrapping an old sock around your neck, chopping up some onions, putting some vinegar on it.
It's been a long pandem, Jimmy.
Yeah, you do what you can.
You do what you can to get through it.
You can.
Loneliness and PTSD.
That's right. Okay.
Joanne, explain yourself.
Well, no, in fairness, Rob just needed to get anal sex out of his system, and this was, he thinks he's on a stag.
I've been told mustard's good for it, and that was mentioned.
Mustard's good for anal sex.
OK, so you've got anal sex and...
I said cholera.
OK, cholera, anal sex is not any of those things. And you think it's cures for what, Rosie?
Dad, this is... Don't point at me.
Mawaan, what did you write? Because you wrote this. What did you write?
I had someone in my ear saying right cerebral palsy.
OK, it was... Yeah, they were all cures for the flu.
What?
Can we get a point? Because we knew the answer but didn't want to write it down.
No, you got to write it down.
All right, that's it. No more jokes, mate. No more jokks.
You want answers? You're going to get answers.
You're going to get 1 hour of hard facts,
Well, now
baby.
we got the trail for the show.
No more wacky answers. Just write down.
Yeah.
Just relentlessly wrong, boring ones.
Yes.
What's the answer? Flu, Jimmy. It's the flu, Jimmy. It's very obviously the flu they're all talking about, and it's fixed for a remedy, so we're going to write the flu. That's the end of the round, Jimmy. Robert, your answer?
It's the flu.
It's also the flu. Robert said it was the flu. Let's move on to the next part of the quiz, Jimmy. Please.
All right. All right. I showed you a photo of Robert Cornelius from 1839. What was special about it?
First colour photo.
It was black and white.
There's a bit
It's
of blue
black
in
and
it.
white.
It's blue.
It's, yeah, that's...
There's a bit of blue.
First colour photo is your answer.
There's a bit of blue in there.
That is the single dumbest answer we've had on this show.
It's got blue in it.
Where's the blue?
In the back.
Oh, on this angle. Sorry, yeah, it ain't blue.
I think it might be that blue light over there bleeding over, but no.
Oh,
that's-
well, you stitched me up. You stuck a blue light on the black and white picture. What is it? It looks blue to me. It's got blue sky, hasn't it, Joe? You got it?
Yeah, we got it.
Oh, actually, hers is green.
It's one of those classic blue backlight stitch-ups.
Richard, Roisin, what did you write?
A ghost was escaping from his neck.
That's a less dumb answer than first colour photo.
Look, on this angle, it looks a bit blue.
Yeah. OK, what did you guys get for this?
We said the first mirror selfie.
That is the right answer.
What?
The first ever selfie. All right, I'll ask you what video posted on YouTube in 2006 showed you the scientific process of the nucleation of carbon dioxide. What is it better known as? Rob Beckett, our science expert,
Coke and Mentos.
is the right answer.
Thank you.
And you got on this?
Man put fire up ass.
That was more recent. That was just last year, I think.
Oh, was it?
The man put the fire up
We're
his
just
arse in the
so
football.
current.
So what did you write for this, Richard?
We put Mentos and Coke bottles.
OK, Mentos and Coke. We got one of the runners on this show to recreate it in the studio earlier. You want to see?
Yes, please.
I don't know how many we put in there. I think quite a lot.
He looks like...
Why does he look so sad?
Because he's on minimum wage.
All right, let's see what that's done to the scores. Richard and Roisin have 6. Joanne and Rob have 6. In the lead still, Rosie and Mawaan with 7. Join me after the break for more of what critics are describing as on television right now. OK, welcome back to the big fat quiz of everything. The next round is all about film and TV. There have been some incredible movies over the last 50 years, and The Phantom Menace and Cats. The Flintstones first aired in the 1960s. It's modern-day people, but living in a Stone Age world without cars, heating, TV, travel, or technology. It's basically what life would be like now if Extinction Rebellion had their way. Everyone knows Channel 4's Big Brother was inspired by the book 1984, specifically the part where Winston Smith gets fingered in the hot tub by Kinga. All right, time for some film and TV questions. Okay, first up, it's a question about the Marvel Cinematic Universe. We all know that Spider-Man, the Hulk and Captain America have superpowers. All I want you to do is tell me how they got them.
Captain America, how did he get his powers?
I think he got bitten by America.
Question 2. As star of TV, film and O2 voiceovers, Sean Bean has done something on screen over 25 times. What is it? What's Sean Bean done 25 times on screen?
I'm joking.
Richard's lost his damn mind.
You filthy sod. You sit there, nice in your tie, and you're whispering filth to Roisin Conaty.
We're workshopping material, Robert. Butt out. We're workshopping it.
Disgusting.
And there are no boundaries.
Was there a little tie hanging down?
This is a closed writing room. Robert, get out. Robert, get out of the writing room.
What did you say?
Can you bring back the dividers that we had when COVID first came in?
Jimmy, can I ask Richard a question?
Yeah, Richard. Rob's got a question.
Please,
Robert.
all I want to know is, please say out loud what you said about Sean Bean to Roisin. What did you suggest that he did 25 times?
This is a closed writing room.
Richard, you've got to say.
No, I don't. This is very like, I was once on a school trip and they said I had to dance. I did not dance.
What did he say?
You didn't dance, but did you ejaculate in your own mouth like Sean Bean did?
This is a closed writing room, Robert.
A closed writing room, Robert.
He said that Sean Bean has ejaculated in his own mouth over 25 times on screen. Rich.
You do realise that some of this stuff we don't mean?
Yeah, but...
I don't actually think KFC grew 6 inches.
OK, all right, next question. The classic film Forrest Gump sees Tom Hanks pop up at famous and iconic moments throughout history. Can you name 3 of the famous people he meets in the film?
Yeah.
Forrest Gump. OK, no further questions. Can you name 3 famous people that Forrest Gump meets in the film? OK. Next up, Super Nanny Jo Frost hit our screens back in 2004. Can you tell me the famous piece of parenting advice that became her trademark phrase?
What was her phrase? I can't remember. I've never watched it.
Oh, you'll know the phrase. And lastly, for this round, over to Yara Greyjoy herself, star of Game of Thrones, Gemma Whelan.
Hi, Jimmy. As you know, I played the fierce warrior Yara Greyjoy in the hit series Game of Thrones. House Greyjoy is one of the 9 great houses of Westeros. Can your teams name 3 of the others?
Yeah.
OK, so name some houses from Game of Thrones. Okay. Ready for answers? OK, so I asked you how Spider-Man, the Hulk and Captain America got their superpowers. What did you get? First 2, very easy. Rosie?
Bit by a spider.
What, sorry? Just a spider, was it?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Just a regular spider bit in.
A magic spider.
A magic? There'll be nerds crying at home.
A spooky spider.
You can have bit by a spider, but bit by a radioactive spider.
Jimmy, this is a problem. All spiders are spiders.
Yeah.
Don't separate them.
OK, did you get this, Joanne?
Yeah, the first one we got spider, yeah.
Yeah, bitten by a spider. You got this?
Did they put radioactive spider bite?
Yeah, nice.
OK.
OK, the Hulk. We all got the Hulk, right?
Tantrums, you've put.
Tantrums. That is his superpower, essentially. Like, a toddler can do that. He's just gone mental.
Yeah, he throws giant tantrums. And no?
No.
It's a great thing.
I mean, it could be too much sugar. It's often that.
Yeah.
He gets angry, doesn't he? He gets angry and big and green and has a right old tear up.
He looks like the corn lad. What's your man's name?
Oh, Jolly Green Giant?
Yeah!
What did you write for this, Roisin, Richard?
Serum after a car fell on his wife.
No!
Give positive feedback so I can grow.
Well, hang on, Roisin, if you want to see bad feedback, Mawaan, you put how the Hulk got his powers?
Well, we said join Twitter.
Because you join Twitter and then you get really angry.
Spider-Man was radioactive spider. The Hulk is gamma rays, wasn't it?
What?
Huh?
What?
What's that?
What do you mean, what's gamma rays?
But he was trying to develop
Gamma
a
rays.
serum to make himself more powerful because a car did fall on his wife. He was furious.
Can you stop saying that? Because that isn't what happened.
None of it happened, Jimmy. None of it actually happened. What are you, a historian?
OK, Captain America. What happened to Captain America?
I think he was in some sort of war and they got ill and they were like, shit, we'll freeze him.
And then
I think you're thinking of the Abominable Snowman. What have you got for this one, Rob, John?
Army Experiment.
Army Experiment is pretty damn close. You can have that.
Great.
And what did you put for this one?
Plebiscite.
You think there was a plebiscite, a vote?
Yeah. He was voted democratically to have...
Superpowers?
Yeah.
OK, I can tell you, Captain America was injected with super soldier serum, which sounds like a euphemism, doesn't it?
That's what Sean Bean did 25 times.
I asked you what Sean Bean has done on the big and small screen over 25 times. Richard Ayoade, what did you think?
We think he died on screen.
And then I added from chronic wind.
Mawaan?
I was going to say beheaded, but then that's a bit specific, innit? So died.
We've gone for died.
Yeah.
All right, so, I mean, he's died. I can tell you're all right. He has died an incredible 25 times. And some of them are spectacular. I'm going to show you extraordinary clips now from Lord of the Rings, GoldenEye and The Field. They're all mental. How many arrows? Oh, no. Not a third one. There's already 2 in there. No luck. It's not the fall, but he's fine after the fall. The fall's fine. Oh, fucking hell. Ow. Oh. And then that fell on him. Death by cow. It's not a great way to go. It's extraordinary. God bless Sean Bean, he's amazing. Right. I asked you who Forrest Gump met in the film. What did you get?
Sally Field.
Sally Field, the actress that played his mum in Forrest Gump.
Yeah. He did meet her.
So you've gone Sally Field.
Robert Zemeckis, he was a director.
Who else?
He was friendly to everyone, Jimmy.
He got a good rep on that.
He wasn't hierarchical.
No.
Why do we have to just give names as if some people are more important than others? Am I right?
Yes.
Then leave me hanging.
OK, Joanne, Rob, thank you.
Well, so we had President Kennedy.
Yeah.
John Lennon.
John Lennon.
Yeah.
And then Bubba Gump.
Bubble Gum.
Bubba Gump.
Yeah.
OK, so two points for you. You got
Whoa,
2.
whoa, whoa. Well, have you
That's on tour now.
Have you not been to Leicester Square in central London? He's got a whole restaurant, Bubba Gump. Well, he met the Apple
Is that
bloke
related?
as well, didn't he?
Steve Jobs.
Well, he used to get money from Apple, didn't he? He was like, and you thought it was a fruit company, didn't you?
Yeah, but that wasn't a scene in the film. It's my favourite film.
OK, who did he meet?
So JFK, John Lennon, Richard Nixon, Elvis, and Mawaan was a silly Billy.
No.
He put Jay-Z.
No.
Jay-Z?
Sorry for having a bit of fun. You know how it is, Richard.
OK, so you get all 3 points there. I mean, you could have had Elvis Presley, John F. Kennedy, Lyndon B. Johnson, John Lennon, Richard Nixon, Abby Hoffman, Dick Cavett, George Wallace and Paul Bryant. I asked you what piece of child discipline advice Super Nanny Joe Frost became synonymous with. So what was the phrase?
Come off it. That's a great phrase.
Come off it. You think that was her parenting advice?
And also, you'll never amount to anything.
Joanne, what did you put?
Well, we paraphrased, but it was something along the line, shut the fuck up, you're adopted, is what we went.
Rosie, the voice of reason.
So it's either the naughty step
Yeah.
or I will kill you. You little shit.
I can tell you, it is the naughty step.
What?
The naughty step.
OK.
Huh? My favourite thing about Super Nanny was the fact she can't pronounce the word acceptable. Her pronunciation of acceptable is unacceptable. Have a look.
It's not acceptable. It wasn't acceptable. It's not acceptable. That behaviour's unacceptable. I don't like it when you pinch me. I don't like it.
Good to see at least one of those kids standing up to her. Oh! I don't know who that kid is, but...
If you've got a kid, you put them on the timeout step or the third floor landing?
I put him in the West Wing. Go to the West Wing.
Argue it out with the butler.
OK, Gemma Whelan asked you to name 3 houses from Westeros. Did you get all these?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Point for each.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dawn, what'd you get, Rob?
The Targaryens, Stark and Lannisters.
OK, pretty good. Mawaan,
Stark, Baratheon, Lannister.
Yeah. Nice.
What's the second one?
I don't know. House of Gucci.
What did you say?
House of Pain.
House of Gucci, House of Pain,
House Party. And then another pun that we can't read anymore.
We've forgotten a joke.
Arryn, Stark, Baratheon, Tully, Greyjoy, Lannister, Tyrell, Martell and Targaryen.
Martell, I don't know.
OK, now it's time for a special bonus round. I'm going to show you 3 iconic TV characters who have all been given a handsome makeover. All you need to do is tell me who they are. Here is the first one.
Is that a real person?
Yeah.
Sorry.
Who is it?
This is after they've been given.
What do you mean, who is it? I'm asking you, who is it?
Is it someone dressed?
It's you!
We said she's brilliant, but it just means...
Yeah. It's an iconic TV character. All right, so that one. Here's the second one.
Wow. Who's the guy?
That's me with frosted tips.
All right.
I am not against it. I need help.
OK, and here's the last one. Enjoy. It's, that's me pre-hair transplant. OK, you've all got answers. OK, so the first one, this is pretty easy. Who was that?
We've got Susan Boyle or Columbo.
Susan Boyle or Columbo. I can tell you your... What did you write for that?
It's Jimmy Carr!
Oh, you've had a howler here, Rosie. They photoshopped Jimmy's face on all 3 of them, and you've got to look beyond the face.
All right, so what did you answer for this?
Columbo, Peter Falk.
Peter Falk. Let's have a look. The transformation, there it is. It's pretty good.
It was
Pretty
it.
good transformation. Next one. OK, so who was that?
Wham!
Huh?
You think that's Wham? The famous TV icon, Wham.
I think it's Pat Sharp.
Pat Sharp.
Yeah.
OK, let's go to Roisin.
It's Jason Donovan.
Yeah.
It was Jason Donovan as Scott Robinson.
I said Jason Donovan!
You didn't understand what this round was. OK, and I think probably the best answer on this one. Let's go to Rosie for this last one. Who do you think that was?
Go compare!
Yeah, that is true.
Go Compario.
Come on.
No, it was not Go Compario.
It's not Go
And then Rosie edit Poirot. OK, so Poirot, what did you...
Ratatouille.
Against my better judgment, but we went with it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
OK, and Poirot, you got this, Richard?
Poirot,
Roisin?
straight facts.
OK, all right, let's see what that's done to the scores. I can tell you, in last place, Richard and Roisin have 11. They're lucky to have 11.
What?
Joanne and Rob
last
have
round.
15. In the lead, Rosie and Mawaan with 16 points. That's it for part 3. Join me after the break for more of whatever this is. Essentially, a grown man trying to herd cats. See you in 5. Welcome back to the Big Fat Quiz of Everything. This round is all about music. The Proms are an annual music event that started in 1895. If you don't know what the Proms are, it's like Ministry of Sound, but for people like Jacob Rees-Mogg. The opera. If you're wondering if you're posh enough to go to the opera, then I'm happy to tell you, you're not. Stay away, it's not for the likes of you. Take That. When they started, they were like a British version of New Kids on the Block, but they got good. Right, time for some music questions. First up, over to superstar DJ Annie Mac.
Hi, Jimmy. After 17 years broadcasting on Radio 1, it would be weird if I didn't ask you a question about music. So, my question is about Sam Cooke, who claimed in his song What a Wonderful World that there's loads of subjects he doesn't know much about. Can your teams remember 3 of those?
Sam Cooke, Wonderful World. Yeah. What was he shit at school? You know the song, right?
Yeah.
Don't know much about us.
No!
I didn't say that. I said, don't know much about Mariam.
The STIs are struggling.
We're infected.
We're infected.
Oh, God.
We need some cream, quick.
I
Right, do you know what I'm is?
You're giving the answer.
I didn't realise you couldn't sing. You're deliberately singing The Wrong Wonderful World to fuck with the other teams, Rosie, and I applaud your gamesmanship. OK, take a look at this clip of Oasis performing Roll With It on Top of the Pops back in 1995. Can you tell me what's unusual about their performance? OK, what was unusual about that Oasis performance?
They turned up. There we go. Ladies and gentlemen, they turned up. Thank you very much.
OK, I've got 3 sound effects for you now. 3 sound effects. They're all in huge songs. You just got to name the song that these sound effects are in. OK, first one. What's that in?
Oh, I know this one.
Imagine.
Have it again. That is not in Imagine. All right, next one. Next sound effect is this.
That's funny.
Do you know?
Yeah, boy.
That's my childhood, that song.
Yeah.
What's the first?
That's like...
OK, and this one. OK, let's hear them all together. 1, 2, 3. All right, next question. Have a look at this clip of a typically energetic, stylish, catchy music number from a classic Bollywood film. All I want you to do is tell me what song is sampled from this. OK, you've all got something? Excellent. Lastly in this round, what did the voice of Thomas the Tank Engine, Ringo Starr, angrily say he wouldn't do after the 20th of October 2008? What did voice of Thomas the Tank Engine, Ringo Starr, angrily say he wouldn't do after the 20th of October 2008? Right, I've got some answers for you. First up, Annie Mac asked you the subjects Sam Cooke was shit at. What did you put?
Oh, Sam Cooke, we've done history, biology, science books, and I've put Sean Bean, own mouth.
OK, what did you get, Rosie?
History, biology, science books. Yeah!
OK. All right, 3 points there. Richard, Roisin.
Science books, geography, trigonometry. French I took. Genocide.
Let's have a listen.
Don't know much about history.
I mean...
Don't know much about biology. Don't know much about science. Don't know much about the French I took.
So history, biology, French, science book, geography, trigonometry, algebra, and he doesn't know what a slide ruler is for.
Oh.
OK, I showed you a clip of Oasis performing on Top of the Pops and asked you what was unusual about it. What'd you get?
Liam didn't batter the shit out of Noel.
Yeah, it makes a change.
We got Noel singing and Liam on the guitar, which is the wrong way round for that song.
Richard, Roisin, what have you written?
Noel and Liam have swapped. And also, the dad joke, also they turned up.
OK, so it was Liam and Noel swap places in protest at having to mime.
Yes.
All right. I asked you to name the songs the sound effects were from. So here's the first one. What's that from?
My humps. My humps. Point my humps.
Ooh. We said
No!
Oh, I know what it is now.
No, it isn't my humps.
Listen carefully. There's a few
I know,
boings in there.
What did you get?
I thought it was Venga Boys, but it's Cha Cha Slide. It's just come to me.
Oh, both wrong.
Oh.
Richard, Roisin?
We said this. Imagine.
Imagine all the people.
Yeah.
Boing.
Exactly.
That's the sound of you thinking, wow,
It's
there's a lot of them.
huge shit. It's Artful Dodger and Craig David rewind.
Oh.
Have a listen.
Boing.
OK, now you all presumably
can't
got
remember it.
this.
come on.
No.
Is your flim in the pajama? Yeah, come on. It's Missy. Do you know that bit where she goes, it's not English? You know what she's saying in that bit?
Yeah.
She's saying, is your floppy dicky firm? Yeah, come on. It's not, but for a very long time I thought it was. I'm in the club like, is your floppy dicky firm? And my friends were like, dude, that is not.
You can have a point for Missy Elliott there, but let's have a listen.
It's your primitive is when yet. It's your primitive is when yet. If you got a big, let me search it.
Pretty great. Did you get that?
Rob wrote Primal Scream.
You know that song where it's got...
Loaded. It's got,
yeah, that one. There's loads of
We
stuff
just want
going
to
on
be
at the
free.
beginning.
There's loads of stuff. Yeah, there's a bit from...
It's a busy song, isn't it?
All right. Did you get this, Richard? Roisin?
What did we get, Richard?
Well, you said Britney Spears, and then I put frog chorus.
OK, I'm going to say
Side of the
no then.
bracket.
I'm going to say point to Mawaan there. OK, last one of these. OK, what was that sound effect?
We said Merry Christmas, everyone.
Yeah.
With the till at the start.
Yeah, it's a different cash register, but I'll give you that.
Thank you.
All right, what did you put for this?
Bat out of hell.
OK, it was the cash register from MIA.
Oh.
I played you a musical number from a classic Bollywood film and asked you what famous Western hit sampled it. What did you all put?
It is Toxic.
OK.
Britney Spears.
OK. Rob, Joanne?
Same,
Joanne got that one.
Yeah.
OK. Well, let's have a listen. All right, points all round on that one. Finally, I asked you what the voice of Thomas the Tank Engine, Ringo Starr, said he wouldn't do after the 20th of October, 2008. What did you all put?
Ejaculate into his mouth.
What do you think, Joanne?
We said talk about the Beatles, but like it's too specific a date for that.
Oh, I
to
do
be
know
the
the real answer.
Yeah, what was the real answer?
He refused to sign autographs. Selfies, autographs, whatever
Let
it
me
is.
just see, what have you got, Rosie?
Well, we didn't know.
So what did you write?
We wrote, either stop being the voice of Thomas the Tank Engine. We've done voiceover work,
Yeah.
innit? You reach a peak.
No more train.
OK. I can tell you that, Roisin, you got it right. It was
Thank you.
he said, I'm not going to sign any more autographs. OK, let's take a look at the weirdly filmed and surprisingly aggressive announcement video from Ringo.
This is a serious message to everybody watching my update right now. Peace and love, peace and love. I want to tell you, please, after the 20th of October, do not send fan mail to any address that you have. Nothing will be signed after the 20th of October. If that has a date on the envelope, it's going to be tossed. Anyway, peace and love, peace and love.
Peace and love. But fuck off.
Yeah.
I think a point to Roisin there. Yeah, let's give her a point.
Yeah.
Let's give her a point. She got it right. OK, time now for a special bonus question. Please welcome our special guest, Caleb Cooper from Clarkson's Farm. Caleb, it's a great pleasure to have you here. I love you on Clarkson's Farm. Am I correct in saying this is your second ever trip to London?
This is the second trip to London, yes. And I...
Very nice to have you here. Thank you. OK, Caleb, should we have a look at you in action on Clarkson's Farm? Let's have a look at a clip of you. It's magnificent.
What have you been doing?
Going up and down.
Going up and down like this?
No. I went up and then went across like that.
What did I say at the start?
You said don't do that, but I couldn't see why.
When I come to spray it and fertilise it, how do I know where to drive?
Guess. I don't know. I don't know what I'm doing in there. I'll do it properly now, or is it too late?
Oh, it's too late. You're pretty much screwed. And you haven't even drilled it straight.
What do you mean I haven't drilled it straight?
That's as straight as a roundabout.
It's fantastic. What? OK, now you've got a question for us, which is it's a great little question. Go on.
Are you all ready?
Yeah.
Yeah, they're ready.
We've got lots of animals on the farm. so it's important to get their names right. A female pig is called a sow, a male pig is called a boar. But can the teams tell me the male and female names for geese, sheep, and ducks?
That's really hard. Can you give us a clue?
No, we cannot give you a clue. You've got 1 million followers on Instagram. What do you mainly post about?
What do you mean what?
Well, he's just saying it's a lot, isn't it? You need to have to go onto Love Island for that.
I'm not going on Love Island. I don't think the other half would appreciate me going on Love Island.
Why?
And I don't think I've got the body for it either, to be honest.
No, but imagine, like, the farming boohoo deal you could get.
And to be honest, the sun is my worst enemy.
Yeah, it's Jimmy's as well.
Yeah, no, I've got nearly a million
Have you been
followers.
offered advertising deals on Instagram, like teeth whitening, diet pills and stuff like
That's
that?
your thing, isn't it?
Well, yeah, that's what I'm saying.
You get roasted.
OK, all right, have we all got answers written down?
Yeah.
Yeah, we're ready to go.
Oh, yeah.
Richard, Roisin, what did you get? First off, sheep.
You, Mr. Sheep.
You and Mr. Sheep, you're very close. So what did you get, Rob, Joanne?
We got you, and I wrote me for a laugh. And then we went for Ram. Ram.
And then you've got Mawaan and Rosie, you've got...
You, Ram.
OK, so points, no points. Let's go with Duck.
Dick Doc.
Dick and Doc.
Yeah.
Dick and Doc the Duck.
Educated guess.
What have you got?
We went out on a limb. We Daffy for the man and Slag for the girl.
Daffy and Slag.
Daffy and Slag.
I'm going to say no. It's a female is a hen and a male is a drake.
We've got Drake.
Drake, Wendy for the
lady.
You're going to have half a point for Drake. So Goose, what have you got for Goose?
Well, we went along, you know the song, What's Good for the Goose is Good for the Gander?
Ooh.
Yeah.
So we went Gander and Guzzler.
Rosie Mawaan, what have you got for Goose?
Grouse grease.
What did you write?
Elaine.
And Captain Duck.
OK, the correct answers.
Yeah,
Okay.
so a male is called a gander, and a female is called a goose.
OK, let's see what that's done to the scores. Richard and Roisin, you've got 20 points so far in last place. Rosie and Mawaan, you've got 23 points. Out in the lead, Joanne and Rob with 25. Yeah. Let's hear it one more time for our very special guest, Caleb Cooper. See you in 5. Thank you very much. Thank you, Caleb. It's great to see you. Welcome back to the Big Fat Quiz of everything. This next round is all about places. Places. Where would we be without them? Quite a few things on Earth can be seen from space, including the Great Barrier Reef, the Pyramids of Giza, and Richard Osman from Pointless. The Angel of the North statue is near Gateshead. If you've never been to Gateshead, just imagine a Wetherspoons had sex with an oldie and then gave birth to a town. OK, let's have some more questions. These are all on places. First up, take a look at this garden in Burbank, California. Ooh. What's special about this location? Couldn't be easier.
What?
I know this.
Yeah.
Rosie, you're good.
Have a look at this local news report from Worcestershire. Can you work out what on earth these people are talking about?
I think you've just got a couple of people who must have moved into the street that just don't really get the joke. It's not a joke.
Never had any comment at all, except that probably it was an unusual name.
I can't see the point. People have got no sense of humour.
OK, they're talking about a petition to change their street name. What do you think that street name is? I think Mawaan's proposing to Rosie.
Don't say no. I have something to tell you.
What?
I'm into guys.
Oh, I'm into girls.
Oh my God, my parents, this is the perfect sham marriage. See, Mum, I told you I'd get married to your wishes.
For our next question, it's over to Olympic silver medalist Kai White.
Hi, Jimmy. Now I've competed in a couple of international BMX events, and before I travel anywhere, I always make sure to check up on the local rules and customs. But can your teams tell me where in the world you're forbidden from pointing at things with one finger, saying the words "I don't know," and having the same first names as one of your colleagues?
So Kai White wants to know, where are you forbidden from pointing at things with one finger, saying the words "I don't know," and having the same first name as a colleague? OK. What location is alleged to contain the wrecks of 50 ships, 20 planes, It's said to be the gateway to the city of Atlantis, and it contains 1 million horny eels.
My hard drive. Put it down.
OK, finally, super simple. Where are these people?
Are they at a mime school?
OK, you ready for some answers? Firstly, I showed you a still of a fountain in Burbank, California. I asked you what was special about it. What did you all put?
Friends credits.
Friends credits. Yeah.
Friends.
Friends.
I'll be there for you.
I can tell you it is the fountain where the cast of Friends frolicked. Damn it, look at them there.
Oops, upside your head, innit?
Yeah. I showed you a clip of some people complaining about a petition to change the name of their road. What was the road called? What did you think?
Shit.
Sean Bean Close.
OK, what have you got?
Well, I know from going around that there's loads of dodgy named places in England.
Yeah.
So we just kind of we kind of did a collab.
Mash up.
Yeah, we did a mash up, mate. Bollocky Minge, Cocknob Drive.
Oh, it's not any of them.
Oh.
It's not any of them.
Shame.
OK, and you've gone with Rosie and Mawaan?
Spunk, spunk, spunk.
Spunky Spunk Spunk, you think was the name of the street?
Avenue.
Well, let's have a look at them.
Bellend, by connotation. It's a well-known road.
Yes, we're in 34 Bellend, at the top of the Main Sin Line.
Well, I actually lived in Bellend for the first 34 years of my life.
I really don't want them to change the name of the street. But I do think even if they do, it will still always be Bellend.
The problem is, in winter, Bellend gets smaller and the house prices go down.
There's a place in Ireland called Muff, and there's a genuine diving team. That's totally true. Yeah.
OK, Kai White asked you where in the world you're forbidden from pointing at things with one finger, saying the words I don't know, and having the same name as a colleague. What did you all put?
In the bedroom. In Felixstowe.
In Felixstowe.
OK, you've gone for...
Rob had this weird epiphany, which I think he's right. He's delighted with himself. Is it Facebook?
Facebook.
Yeah.
No!
What?
You can't point at things at Facebook.
We thought the pointing thing was like for morale.
Morale, like you shouldn't point. And also, your Facebook username is always.
Oh, you can't have the same one as someone else.
Yeah.
Rosie, Mawaan.
Lego one.
Very close.
Disney.
It is Disney. OK. I asked you what notorious location is alleged to have contained the wreckage of 50 ships, 20 planes. It's a gateway to the lost city of Atlantis and 1 million horny eels. What have you put?
Rosie's vagina.
1 million horny eels? You need to have that looked at.
No, can we just say for the record, we put Bermuda Triangle, because we ain't trying to lose points.
AKA Rosie's vagina. OK. Well, Rob, Joanne?
Bermuda
Triangle.
Richard, Roisin, what you got?
Felixstowe.
Felixstowe, and then
we
I
also
think
put
you've written...
Bermuda on the other side.
OK, so your points all round there. Anyway, final one. I asked you where these people were. What did you all get?
Susie and the Banshees Workshop at RADA. Also Pisa.
You all got this, right? Pisa. Leaning Towers of Pisa, Leaning Tower of Pisa, Leaning Tower of Pisa. OK, points all round. All right, time for another bonus round. This is the part of the show where I introduce a mystery guest. All you need to do is work out who they are. However, you can only ask them yes or no questions. As soon as you think you got it, write it down. OK, please welcome our mystery guests. Oh. Look at them. I think it's fair to describe them as magnificent beasts. OK, you can ask them yes or no questions. Please, fire away. You just have to tell me who they are.
Guy in the blue top, are you happy with your life choices?
Yes. Really?
OK.
The man in the blazer, are you in charge of the other two men?
Like the father?
Man in the white T-shirt, do you have any tattoos?
Yes.
Where?
Shower.
Anywhere else?
That was your question, Joanne. Do you have any tattoos?
Are you seeing anyone, is what I should have said.
Man in the white T-shirt, are you seeing anyone?
Yes.
Bitch.
Guy in the blue top, what team do you play for? we know it's a spectrum, but on the spectrum of me and Rosie.
You can only say yes or no.
Yes, but or no.
No.
Have you tried? Jimmy tries once a year.
Man in the Hat, are you aware of what Sean Bean can do?
I think there's a clue here. They could well have done this for Sean Bean.
Huh? What? Are they all the same thing?
Yes.
Oh, I know what they are.
Oh!
But if you think you know it, write it down.
Are you different variations?
What is that called on the set?
On the same place?
Yes. Yes. OK, you're writing down? You're writing down what you think they are? Rosie, Mawaan, who do you think they are?
We think they're all like impressionists or tribute.
Yeah.
OK, well, it's so spectacularly wrong. Well done. Rob, Joanne, what did you get?
So we think they are stuntmen.
For who?
Well, Rob called the lad in the cap. He reckons he's Peaky Blinders. I reckon your man at the back is maybe Vikings, Game of Thrones, something beefy.
Right.
And your man at the front there, Coronation Street.
OK. Richard, Roisin.
We've got a stunt double, but all for one person.
And which person?
This guy. I think they're all stuntmen for Jason Statham.
You think they're all stuntmen for Jason Statham?
All of them, depending on how far away Jason Statham is.
Gentlemen, would you like to introduce yourselves?
I'm James Bond, stunt double.
And you are?
My name's Mark, and I'm also James Bond's stunt double.
And you are?
Bobby, and I stunt double for Coronation Street. No, I'm kidding. James Bond.
James Bond. They're all stunt doubles for Daniel Craig in the James Bond films. Yeah. All right, so Ben, let's take a look at your breathtaking crane leap in Casino Royale. Oh, fucking hell. Wait, that's Daniel Craig. No, that's Daniel Craig. Whoa!
Whoa! Jesus Christ, Ben!
Well, that's bullshit. That was Daniel Craig. It's Daniel Craig, right? It wasn't him. Wow. It wasn't him. Mark, let's take a look at your exciting and expert stunt driving through the streets of Rome in Spectre. Pretty superb. All right, Bobby, let's have a look. So this is you in action. This is your thrilling and bruising, I'd imagine, rooftop chase scene from Quantum of Solace. Bobby, is Bobby on a rooftop?
Oh, come on, Bob!
Bobby! Bobby! Oh, Bobby!
Oh, Bobby, you mad
Bobby,
bastard.
everyone. Ladies and gentlemen, the stunt doubles for James Bond. Give him a round of applause. So at the end of that round, the scores are, let's have a look. Well, in last place, Richard and Roisin, where they belong, with 23 points. In second place, Rosie and Mawaan with 26. Just ahead, Joanne and Rob with 28 points. OK, see you after the break. Welcome back to the Big Fat Quiz of everything. Our next round is all about history. I know stuff that happened in the past isn't everyone's idea of fun, but my girlfriend loves bringing it up. Tutankhamun's tomb was discovered in 1922. The archaeologists who opened it were all affected by the curse of the mummy. Every single one of them died over the next 85 years. Spooky. A friend of mine was mummified. Even at the age of 42, he still lives at home. OK, history questions. First up, it's over to Paul Hollywood.
Hi, Jimmy. Now, I know quite a bit about bread, but I was surprised to find out that the phrase, the best thing since sliced bread, was first used in 1952 to describe a controversial invention from a few decades earlier. Can your teams tell me what it was?
So what was the first thing ever described as the best thing since sliced bread?
Done it, mate.
We got it.
OK, you got it. OK, have a look at this Great Dane. That's Juliana, who won a Blue Cross medal for her efforts to defuse a bomb during World War II. How did that dog defuse a bomb?
With its massive nipples?
It just grew.
Look at them. Cut a wire with them.
OK. It wouldn't be the big fat quiz of everything if we didn't have an appearance from the children of Mitchellbrook Primary School performing one of their unconventional school plays. All I need you to do is tell me which historical event they are acting out here.
Let's go and play. Cheese! Snap, 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 snap. Here they are. Look at our magic photos. Let me check if these are real. Yay! Are these real? Maybe. Look, fairies are real. Are you sure? No, they're pretend.
You've been very naughty.
Oh, no! What do you think?
Next, trepanning is one of the oldest medical procedures on record. It's been in use for over 5,000 years, and it's used to treat seizures, skull fractures, and possession by evil spirits. What does it involve?
I think we've got synergy.
Drink your own.
It's really working. Apart from
Synergy? What, are you a team on The Apprentice?
Yeah.
Lastly, for this round, take a look at this photo. Can you tell me what is this girl reacting to?
Girl, that's me.
OK, you've all got something. All right, let's go. Paul Hollywood asked you what was the best thing since sliced bread. What did you think it was?
We put fire. It is good, isn't it?
Fire. 1952, you think we invented fire?
Well, it's first I heard of it. I didn't know about it till 86.
OK. Richard, Roisin?
Toast.
And you've also written...
National Socialism.
National Socialism. Because that was very much in the air 20 years before 1952.
OK. Rosie, Mawaan, what have you gone for here?
We thought it was sliced bagels.
Think about it. Yeah.
Yeah, it's tough to get a decent slice on a bagel.
Yeah.
Sometimes you get the angle wrong, you got a thin bit. No, I could tell you the answer is television. Television was the best thing since sliced bread.
It's still not better than sliced bread, though, is it? It's not surpassed sliced bread.
No, but it's as good as.
People don't like cutting bread, do they? Tell you what,
I tell you.
people do not like cutting bread.
All right, so I wanted to know what the Great Dane did to defuse a bomb during World War II.
Urine.
Great answer, very aggressive.
Well, he was pissing furiously on a bomb. So I was doing it with the force that he did it.
Joanne, Rob?
Well, what have we got? We've put it in water. Did she pick it up and drop it in water, and it exploded in the sea, and everything was fine?
Makes no sense.
And Rosie, you've gone with...
She sat on it.
It came up in a pub quiz.
Did it?
And I was like, shat it, like, they're joking, and then it was the answer, so... who's...
You've been revising, you little nerd.
Maybe.
Well, I don't know, because that is wrong. So don't give it all that about how you got it right. Well, the correct answer is it peed on it, yeah. You're right.
Will you say it the way I said it, please?
You're right.
Yes.
You're right.
Yes, Rachel.
No, come on.
You're right.
Too.
You saw the children of Mitchellbrook Primary School doing one of their unconventional school plays. What were they acting out? Joanne, did you get this?
Oh, well, it's an incident that I'm not aware of. I thought it was something to do with the witch trials, but I'm told that was earlier than this.
No, it was the fake fairy news story they put in the paper, but it was proved that they set it up and
Fairies
staged
photos. That is exactly the right answer.
Thank you.
We've also got that answer.
What did you write?
Fairy photo hoax.
And you've gone with...
Salem witch trials, which is the same thing. Same thing.
No!
Here's a photo. No, that's not a real photo. Let's burn you at the stake. We all know how it works.
I can tell you it was the Cottingley Fairies hoax where two young girls fooled Sir Arthur Conan Doyle into thinking they'd taken photos of fairies in their garden. OK. I asked you what the ancient practice of trepanning was. Did you all get it?
Drilling holes into the head.
It's a medical practice where people drill into their own heads.
That's right.
Correct answer.
Thank you.
Yeah!
Did you get this as well?
We had a variation on it.
We put any holes to go on my head.
Any holes a goal. OK.
I said licking their piss, which is just a bit of laugh. And Joanne said bleeding.
Bleeding.
And they would bleed out of that hole in the head, so stick a point
I
on there
mean,
and let's
that's some
move on.
bullshit. That is some bullshit right there. Have a look at this. So people are still doing this. I mean, if ever there was a time to say, don't try this at home, don't try this at home. Look at this guy.
Now, I used the method of a electric-powered flexible shaft drill to do my operation, which I had hung up above my head in a comfortable position so that I could reach up and hold that drill bit handle comfortably and also look into a mirror. I withdrew the drill. The newly restored pulsation blasted that blood that accumulated up there into a spout coming out of my forehead. And for a moment, I freaked.
We wanted, mate.
For a moment, I freaked. Oh, my God. A more comfortable position.
No.
Oh, my God. That was trepanning, which is mental. Lastly, I showed you a black and white photo and asked you what that girl was reacting to. What was she looking at? What was she watching?
We went for the last public hanging.
She's really enjoying it there, isn't she?
I mean, I've only seen a couple, but they're quite the size.
I feel this might be Richard's answer here. What did you write?
The Beatles.
The Beatles?
Yeah.
What have you gone for, Rosie, Mawaan?
Elvis.
Elvis is the right answer.
Oh, look at it. Oh. To be fair, they'd only just got sliced bread.
Yeah.
Time for another quick bonus round. We asked one of Britain's most distinguished actors, Charles Dance, to read a selection of book reviews that were posted online. All you need to do is work out what the book is and what's he talking about. OK, here's the first one.
I tried reading this a while ago at school, but I was really put off by the generic wazzed-out hippie types who raved about it, so I gave up as I didn't want to become like them. It was definitely the right shout, as that lot ended up playing Dungeons and Dragons, and many still live with their mum, whilst I opted to play rugby and become a grown-up. I can still picture them now, painting little lead figures and then rolling multifaceted dice to discover how many health points their wizard or dwarf now has. 1 star.
OK, that is a book review. What book?
We've got it.
You got it?
Recognise it straight away.
Really? OK, let's have a look. What did you get for this?
I've gone for Rob Beckett, A Class Act, a brilliant read that's available at all good bookshops.
OK, that's interesting. What have you gone for, Rosie, Mawaan?
Harry Potter.
I can tell you're close but no cigar. What'd you go for, Richard?
Lord of the Rings.
Lord of the Rings is the right answer.
Yeah.
Lord of the Rings. OK, next one of these. Back to Charles Dance.
Porn is available if you want it on the internet. I guess some women have not got involved in porn, so this seemed like scandalous fun. I found it depressing. 1 star.
OK, so write down. That's, I think, an easy one.
Easy!
This is easy.
Easy!
Feeling pretty good about this.
Yeah.
You're feeling good, OK.
Yeah.
All right, well,
Extend
let's have a
this
look.
rope.
Rosie, Mawaan, what have you got? OK, and you've gone with Richard, Roisin?
50 Shades of Grey.
50 Shades of Grey, the ultimate flick book. And you've gone for...
Well, I was actually going to say Ulysses. But Rob is sure that he's read this review and he insists it's by the book Rob Beckett, A Class Act.
All right, here's the third one. Charles Dance, everyone. He's describing a book.
This book taught me absolutely nothing about animal husbandry, but instead tells a far-fetched story about magic talking animals. Avoid. 1 star.
I think I've got a fair idea what Rob and Joanne might go for here. Unless, of course, Joanne's written a book, in which case...
Shit!
Let's go to Rob and Joanne first.
Joanne McNally, it's as yet untitled, but it is available for pre-order from March 2022.
OK, Mawaan, you're pretty confident here, yeah? What do you got?
No, I didn't know, so just looked to Lisa's autobiography. What do you want?
Richard, Roisin?
Animal Farm.
Yes, George Orwell's Animal Farm.
That's a great book.
OK, let's take a look and see what that's done to the scores. So, I can tell you, everyone is on 29 points.
Oh!
OK, well, Join me after the break for the final part of the big fat quiz of everything. There's everything still to play for. See you in 5. Welcome back to the big fat quiz of everything. Our final round is potluck. Literally, it's anyone's guess. Here we're testing our panellists' most random bits of knowledge. For example, did you know monkeys don't get jet lag? And that's because monkeys don't go on holiday. Lobsters mate for life, unless one of those lobsters goes on Strictly. Fun fact, the tin can was invented in 1810, but the first can opener wasn't invented till 1858. Until then, it was so hard to get into cans, they were called can'ts. OK, this is the final round of questions. First up, take a look at this outrageously dated Lynx advert from 2006. More, get more.
Out of interest, was that Africa or Java?
Well, you've slightly given the game away there, because
no.
the question is, name 3 varieties of Lynx deodorant.
Thank you, Robbie Beckett.
OK, here's a man being interviewed about his hobby. Can you tell me what he's talking about?
A year ago, one got me on the ankle and very nearly broke blood vessels. On the ankle. But these can kill. This is a very, very dangerous thing. You've got to know where you've got to know the breeze. That's why it helps flying. Watch the breeze, go out there. You see, this is the thing about it.
Is there a theme to this section?
Is there a theme? Yeah, it's potluck, innit?
Any old shit.
We were going to call it the NEL shit round. I think it's a better title.
I think that's a good title for the whole show.
All right, next question. In front of you are 5 chilies from around the world. You have the cayenne, the bird's eye, the jalapeno, the Scotch bonnet, and the padron pepper. All I need you to do is rank them from the mildest to the hottest.
Cheers.
That's spicy. They're proper.
Oh, Richard, you went straight in. Richard's just munching chilies like the carrots.
Ooh, that kicked in.
Well, that one's got a bit of kick.
That's the proper one now. That's...
Oh, Mama's turned up.
Oh, wow. Oh, OK.
Bird's eye.
OK, that's enough.
Straight in.
Oh, these are lovely. There's nothing in these.
That's the worst one.
Have you gone Scotch bonnet?
Why are you in the Scotch
Because
bonnet?
I can't taste anything from the first one.
No, put it down.
Oh, shit.
What'd you do? What happened?
Scotch bonnet happened.
OK, all right, next question. Take a look at this BBC News report about an 80s crime wave. Who was responsible?
On the Beetle, they prise it up with screwdrivers from the plastic, but on the Golfs and the other ones, they've been pulling the whole grill away.
And what about a Mercedes? How difficult is it to get one of those?
That's easy, they just snap it off.
What's the question, Jimmy?
I'd say, who caused that 80s crime wave?
Oh, I know.
I don't care.
She's crying.
I'm crying.
Why'd you do this to us?
We thought it would be funny, and I think we're right. And lastly, for this round, it's over to superstar Paralympian Hannah Cockcroft.
Hi, Jimmy. I had an amazing time representing the country in Tokyo last year, and I loved learning a bit more about the culture of Japan. But can your teams tell me what unlikely food is traditional for people in Japan to eat on Christmas Day?
So what do Japanese people eat on Christmas Day? Pretty unusual.
Oh, I know this.
Well, you went to Japan, although not at Christmas time, so do you?
I've never had...
All right, you all done? First, I asked you to name 3 classic Lynx deodorants. Rob gave you... What did you give him?
Africa and Java.
Africa and Java were a given, so you just had to name one more. What did you all get? What did you get, Rob?
I got Voodoo.
And Apollo.
Voodoo is right. I don't think there's an Apollo, but maybe. There's loads of them.
There is.
Voodoo's definitely right.
Yeah.
There is an Apollo as well. What did you wear, Rob, as a kid?
Just sort of a stench of loneliness and erection.
What did you think the other one was? It was Java, Africa, and...
Incel.
Insult is not a bad
Also,
answer.
the original Lynx, which
Yeah.
Rosie
Lynx,
mentioned.
Lynx.
And also the West.
I'm going to say no points, point, and what have you gone for?
Africa, Java, and cum.
Nothing beats it.
OK. I showed you a clip of a man being interviewed about his hobby. What did you think he was talking about?
Spanx.
You thought Spanx, you thought?
It was hard to make out what he was saying, but it sounded kind of like incognito.
So you thought?
He was
Human-
talking in code.
Yeah, human trafficking.
Rosie, Mawaan?
We've got, yeah, he's on the hill, so like cheese rolling, because that could give you varicose veins, couldn't it?
Let's have a look. I mean, you're all spectacularly wrong.
This is the Jubilee number. Off we go. She'll try to come back, I hope. She wants to. Look. OK, look out. Now, watch out, boys. Look out, look out, look out.
He was into boomerangs.
Someone get him a PlayStation, man.
OK. Next up, I asked you to rank the peppers in order. What have you gone with?
We started off with Padron,
Starting off with Padron, OK.
up to jalapeno.
OK, Padron is the least spicy. Then it's jalapeno, so you're right so far.
Cayenne,
Yeah?
Stop.
bird's eye,
Bird's eye.
and then Scotch bonnet.
4 points to you.
That's right.
5 points. How did you do?
Got in the back.
You got the same. How did you guys do?
I don't know, but I think I shot myself.
Let's have a look. What did you you went for
It's that.
Scotch bonnet at the top. You went for Padron, jalapeno, Kenya, bird's eye. OK, you get points.
Yeah.
Points. OK, I showed you a BBC News report about an 80s crime wave and asked you who was responsible. What did you put?
Richard knows this for
Go on,
real.
Richard.
Beastie Boys fans.
Well, the Beastie Boys were already responsible, but I'll say Beastie Boys fans, you get a point there. And you've gone for...
I went for squirrels / magpies. Because
so close. So close.
Squirrels are a nightmare, and magpies like shiny things.
Sure. No points. What have you written here?
We didn't get anything because we blanked out because the chili was hot.
So, Beastie Boys was the right answer, of course. Hannah Cockcroft asked you what 3.6 million Japanese people treat themselves to on Christmas Day. What did you get?
Pigeons.
Pigeons. Oh, you're so close.
Am I?
You're really close. It's I call it the salty pigeon. It is...
KFC.
It's KFC.
I got it as well.
KFC, of course, yeah. Let's check in on the scores. Rosie and Mawaan have 35 points. Joanne and Rob have 35. In the lead, Richard and Roisin, 36.
Right.
OK.
Right.
OK, time for our final big, fat question. To help me ask it, please welcome my very special guests, Elton John, Diana Ross, Ed Sheeran, Stormzy, and Lady Gaga. Welcome to our very own Big Fat Quiz, Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. Any viewers watching in HD, I can only apologise. So these are all musical megastars who've enjoyed #1 hits throughout the decades. Some have had more weeks at #1 than others. I want you to rank them according to the number of weeks they've spent at #1 in the UK single chart. Most to least, off you go.
Who do you reckon out of... It's got to be Elton John or Diana Ross.
Has Stormzy been at #1 for long?
Yes.
I mean, the real thing would have cost us an absolute bloody fortune, so in fairness. OK, you get a point for each one in the right place.
I don't think Elton John's been at #1 that much.
Stormzy's more than Diana Ross in the UK.
Yeah.
OK, now they're all obviously huge musical megastars, but who had the most weeks at #1 in the UK? That's what we're asking. So we're all clear on the question?
Yeah.
Very clear.
OK, Mawaan, you ready?
Yeah, smashed it.
Yeah.
All right, OK, so we can see what you've got here. So you've put Elton at #1. You've put... Who have you put at #1, Roisin?
Diana Ross.
Diana Ross at #1, OK. And you've gone with...
Ed Sheeran.
OK, at #5.
No
then
way.
I'm going to give you the answer.
Here
It's
we
all to
go.
play for here. You get a point for each.
Oh.
I'll give you bonus points if you get them all right. OK.
Oh.
In #5, in place #5, it is... Oh, it's a point for Mawaan and Rosie already. Diana Ross.
No way!
Yeah. Diana Ross had 7 weeks at #1.
That's a disgrace.
Next, it's...
Tell my man shut up.
Yes!
Stormzy, OK, you're 2 for 2 so far, Rosie and Mawaan. Roisin and Richard, even a stopped clock is right twice a day. You got that right. So Diana Ross had 7 weeks at number 1. Stormzy had 10 weeks at number 1. Next up. OK, Gaga, the point to Joanne and Rob.
Yeah.
For Gaga, she's had 13 weeks at number 1. I could tell you in second place, it's Elton John with 24 weeks. So you get a point for that, Roisin and Richard. OK, so number 1, with a whopping 56 weeks at number 1, it's Ed Sheeran. All right, so the final scores are, in joint second place, Roisin and Richard, Joanne and Rob with 36 points. But the winners, and may I just say, this is PC gone mad with 38 points. Rosie Jones and Mawaan Rizwan. Wow. There you go, guys. There's your trophy. Take it. That's it. A big thank you to our brilliant panel, our wonderful special guests. Thank you for watching. And to sing us out, Soar from the shop.
Don't you know I'm still standing better than I ever did. Looking like a true survivor, feeling like a little kid. I'm still standing after all this time, picking up the pieces of my life without you on my mind. I'm still standing.